Hello, everyone. This is your friend Divyesh Dave, and welcome to the day number 20. We are learning something new, amazing, and we have finished 19 days, right? I hope you have learned something new. And today we are going to step up our game to one advanced feature, which is called macros. Okay, so what exactly macro is? Macro is basically, a custom recorded steps for automating the task. Let's say you are doing some task every month or every week to generate reports, or maybe some kind of formatting that you do every month, or basically what you are doing is you are repeating all the tasks. So what macro does is it records all the steps and it gives you uh, an option to run all the task at once. So basically it's automating all your steps that you are recorded. Okay, so macros are basically a feature that has been given by the Microsoft in the developer tab. So in case if you don't have this tab open, developer, I hope you have know. I hope you know about this. You just go to uh, this feature. Let me just check it. Uh, Quick access toolbar. Here you can see that if you don't have developer tab, all commands you can see here, and let's see, macros, popular command. Let me just check it, guys. Here you can see if you don't have the developer tab, all commands, you can actually add. Why it's showing? Just a minute. Customize not in ribbon. So basically, it will show you customize not in ribbon here, and you can search and you can insert it. Right now, I have, so that it's not showing me here, but you can find it here. Okay, popular commands and commands not in ribbon. When you click this, it will show you here, and then you just simply click here and add it, something like this. So right now it's showing on my PC. That's why it's not showing in the quick access toolbar. Or you can customize ribbon. Yeah, in the customize ribbon. Sorry. So popular command you can see here. You can just click here and it will appear and it disappear. So you just need to click it and then OK. Okay. So file menu, options, customize ribbon, on the right side, popular command, developer tab. When you click it, it will add it. Okay. So this is how you can enable the developer tab. And in developer tab, you can see this button called macros. So macros are the work steps that you record to for computer to do by just single click or simply running these codes. So we will try to create one macro, but before that, make sure that the file that you are doing is saved as macro enabled worksheet. Otherwise, your macro will not work. Okay. So this is the most important step you need to keep in mind after enabling this developer tab. And how we will do is first we will enable it, then we will save file as a macro enable worksheet, and then we will record and save it. So let's do and try it, because it can save a lot of time every month whenever you are generating the report repeatedly, or you are doing some repeating task. So that's the use of using Excel as a smart sheet, right? We need to work smart to save our time, because if we are wasting our time formatting the same type of sheets again and again every month, it's not the productive thing. So that's come here comes the macro to save our time. So let's say I want um, I want to generate this sales report every month to give it to my boss or management. And how you can do these kind of reports, you can find, you just need to write down the steps. Okay, what information do you want to present, and then steps, how do you create that report and then record as macro. That's it that you need to do. So let's say I want name of salesman, then the units they sold, and the sales amount. Then I also want to show to the management that minimum this person has sold minimum and this person has sold maximum, and also we can find the conditional formatting of top 5 salespersons. Okay, so let's record this. So to recording this macro, you just click on this button called record macro. But make sure before that you keep this format ready, because it will run only from the cell reference that you give. Okay, so let's say you just keep it here and then you record macro, but it should have some uh, basic structure ready so that it can give you the formatting and report pretty easy. Okay, so let's say we have salesman unit and sales. I already added sales report heading is there. Minimum maximum, it's okay if you add or don't add, but better to add this minimum maximum. Now we need the data here and all the formatting done. So how we start? Pretty simple. Record the macro, name the macro, let's say sale report, and then keep it this worksheet. If you want to add any shortcut, let's say uh, control I or control Y, control T. You can record. Control Y is already there. I think uh, you can change different control 8, control 7, something like this. Okay, so you can put it a shortcut also, but make sure you just give the proper name. There must not be any space. So either you give the hyphen or underscore. So macro name and then okay. Oh, sorry. Let me just change the syntax just like this. Record sales report. Okay, now it started. Now we are recording all the steps. So first we need all the unique names. So we know that the command unique, then we go to our database, and database should be proper and cleaned. Okay, we just select this because since it's a table, it will directly select by just showing this arrow and then enter. So now it will give us this unique, but I want to make it a simple text. So control and value. The second thing we want to take is we want to bring the units. So we know the sum ifs formula is equal to sum ifs, sum range. First we need to give the range, let's say units, comma, salesman, which is the criteria range, and then comma, selecting the criteria here. And that's it. And since it's a table, so we don't need to freeze the data, it will automatically detect that. That's it. Now the third step we need to show this macro is bringing the sales data. So again we will use the sum ifs, which is a magical formula. We will go to the sum range, which is our sum sale amount total, and then our salesman, which is a criteria range, and then we will give the criteria, which is our name of the person, and then again we will drag and drop. Now this we want to make it as a number, so alt HK, and we also want to bring the total, so alt HBU, which is a double line total, and then done. This is done, and then we also want to save this. After that, what we want to do is we want to sorry we want to bring the top high. So we just select this, and then we go to conditional formatting and then top 10. But instead of top 10, we'll just change it to top 5, and we'll just simply change the color to green fill so that it can show the positive signs. And then we also put the control shift L, and then we just sort it A to Z. And again, we save it. Now our mostly data is ready. We just want to bring the minimum and maximum. And then we just go to one step down. We put min formula. We select the range and then enter. Again, here we go max formula, select the range and done. Now we need to bring the person name. because who is selling this minimum wage, we must show, right? So we go is equal to x lookup. Lookup value is our value, and then comma, and then we give the lookup array, and then return array, and that's it. So it brings the name of the person. The same thing we will do here in max also. Is equal to x lookup. We bring the lookup value, comma, sorry, xir, not xir, x lookup, the lookup value, comma, lookup array, and then lookup value, sorry, return array, and enter. So our report is ready. So this is what we want to present to the management. And if you want to add any comment, you can add that, but it will record as a macro. So don't add any comment. You can add, let's say, just remarks, and it's done. So every time you just mention the remarks, and it's done. So once the every step is done, let me just make it middle. This is formatting all HBA, alt HBA is done, and then we again go to developer and stop this recording. So from starting to end, it has recorded everything. We just stop this recording, so it will record as a macro. See the sales report, the second sheet, which way we have recorded, and then it's done. Now, do you want to test it? You just delete this. You keep it yourself, your cell reference here, and then go to macros, sales report, and run. Maybe I've selected something different. Let's just keep it again. Macros and run. Mhm. Let me do it again. I think it just changed the all the references because I put it on the. We just change it again. Let's say salesman. We want here the name of salesman. Then I also remove the conditional formatting, clear rows from our entire sheet. This is min. This is max. Sales. And what was that? Items, or maybe you can say quantity. You keep it your cursor here. Go to developer, macros, run the macros. That's it. So every time you run this macro, it will save a lot of time to you, and you just need to go to your worksheet, whatever work you are doing every day, create a worksheet, and then find out what are the tasks that you are doing on repeatedly basis, and then you create these kind of macros in Excel, and that's it. Now the good thing is, when you go to this macro, you can either go to this report and you can run it, or you can create a button as well. So let's say keep this developer tab open, and then you just click here insert, and then you go to this button size. It will just give you the option to create a button. Let's say you create a button here. Okay. So what is the button name? My sale. No, sorry. It already has macro, so we just link this button to this macro, and then okay. Now we can change this name of this button. Let's say, sorry, I run this wrong place. go to this, edit the text. Let's say my sale report, and it's done. So let me just test it. We just delete all the cells, keep our cursor here and my sales report, and it's done. So every time you can run these macro by just keeping your cursor here, and it's just bring you the result. So right now we already have data here, so that's why it's filling the data. So you just delete that old data, run the macro, and it will bring the new values, and that's it. So this is all about the macro. Now you have heard about this Visual Basic things. What exactly Visual Basic is? Whatever we have done here and recorded as a macro. Now you can also edit this shape, like adding different kind of uh, colors and all. You can do that. Okay, so I'm not going into that uh, like designing part. You can do that as well for this button. And yeah, what I was telling is whatever it has recorded. Um, you have heard about this Visual Basic. Visual Basic is all the coding that has been done on the back end while recording this macro. So you just click. Can you see the button? This Visual Basic before this macro. You click it, and it will open the Visual Basic. Visual Basic is basically the coding of Excel. You can create multiple types of commands, multiple types of macros, or maybe multiple type of codes to just reduce your time. You just being productive. You just save your time. So that you can do. So it has VBA project. Right now we don't have project, but every time we create some kind of code, it just records as a module. So let's say we have recorded one macro. When you click it, it will give you the whole code of this particular macro. Can you see this? Everything is recorded here. Whatever we have done. First, we bring, let's say, unique value, so it will record that as well. But it is recorded in the name, in the language of the coding. So if range is this, then select this, and everything is recorded here. So first you learn about basics about VBA. We are not going to cover VBA because it's a very high level topic. But the main point you have understood, right? Whatever we have recorded as a macro, that's basically we are doing the coding without writing a coding. That's the powerful thing you can do. Every time you do, just record the macro, and all the codes are done, and you just reconnect that code with a button, or you can directly run that code. So that's all about the VBA. VBA is nothing but steps recorded in a macro, or maybe sometimes people that they do coding in VBA, they just write all these things, all these steps. First do this, first then do this, something like that. So either you can record a macro, or you can write this whole program. The choice is yours. That's all VBA. VBA is nothing but a code that has been written to uh, you know um, reduce the time, or uh, create some kind of reports by just clicking on a button or by running these codes. That's it. So I hope you have understood the importance of this thing. You can create as many macros as you want. Try to make a list of all the tasks that you are doing, and then point out what are the tasks that you are doing on regular basis and repeated basis. And then what you need to do is you just need to find out what information do you want to present in that particular task. Then you can write down the steps, and then you just do it once and record as a macro. That's it. But make sure you save this file as a macro enable file. And Visual Basics are basically the code behind the macro for this automation. This is all Excel about. This is all about the Excel macros and VBOs. So I hope you have understood this and the importance of macros, how you can reduce your time, how you can automate the reports and tasks. So this is the very powerful tool of Excel that has been given to us. Now we have completed a really long journey, but it should not end without any formula of the day and shortcut of the day. So today's formula of the day is text join. Let's say we want to add all these things here. We want to add multiple, multiple data of these particular cells in here. Sometimes we write narrations, so that I use a lot. So we have learned this formula yesterday, concat, but concat does not give us option to add comma and other options. So text join helps us. Text join is a little bit advanced than concat. So what you need to do is you just go here, you put text join tab delimiter. Delimiter means after each text what exactly you want, space or comma or is equal to or hyphen. So you just give, let's say I just want a comma. So every delimiter should come in inverted comma and then comma, and I will just give one space so it looks decent. Then we put comma. If empty cells, let's say if in this cell selection there is an empty cell, so you need to give the instruction whether you should add that. If you add, then there will be 2 comma. If there is no if we need to ignore that, then it will treat blank cell as a 0 data, so it will not treat it as a data, something like that. So ignore empty cells, yes, comma, then text 1 to select. Either you can go one by one or you can just simply select the whole range and then enter. That's it. Can you see this? 1 comma Martha comma Alexander comma television. So this is how you can join your text, and you can just double click, or maybe you can just drag and drop, so it will record everything. And you know how to extract this text. You just go to data and text to column. So this is how something, our softwares are, when softwares present normal text reports, it generates something like this, and then we use this text to column to extract this. So this is text join. Now the good thing is if you just remove this 0, so it will automatically merge in the way that there is no data. But sometimes when we do it, that don't ignore the let's say we just do it. If it is false, then see 1 is true and 0 is false. So see, it gives extra comma, which we don't want. So that's the power of text join. Concat, when you just want to create a simple, simple combination, you can use concat. But if you want very what you can say is advanced type of text join or combination of cell data, you can create this. You just keep it back. So this is text join, and now comes the shortcut of the day. Let's say you have filters everywhere. This is our table, and you have put filter. Let's say Alexander. You have selected Alexander, and Alexander you have television. Just to check, just you are checking the different kind of data in that cell. Now every time you want to remove this filter, what do? You just go here, you clear filter. You go here, you clear filter, right? But what if I tell you there is one shortcut that can help you to remove all the filter at once, which is Alt A C, and that's done. That's it. So just press Alt and then A, then C, one by one. Let's check. Let's check again. So you have this filter, and you just go to any cell in the range or in the table, Alt A C. It's done. See, it unfilters all the data. So now you have a complete list. What else we have? Yeah, we have covered macros, visual basics, our text join, and the removing filter. So I hope you have understood these macros. It is so easy, but every person's use case is different. That's why it is hard to learn, because let's say you are doing something different work, so I cannot teach you what exactly you need to do. You need to customize as per your need. So for that, you just need to find out these three things: what information do you want to present, steps how do you create that report, because every time when we present a report we create that, right? And when we create, just record this. So every time we just run this macro and it will bring the report very instantly, right? And record and save the file as a macro enable worksheet. And that's it for the day, guys. Thank you so much for being in this learning journey. We have completed day 20. Now from tomorrow we will start small projects, so that you will actually learn something new, so how we can actually practically use all these things, because projects are really important. So we have covered almost all the fundamentals that we need in our job as an accountant, or maybe these are the things that anyone can apply in their job. So try practice, because from the next, like, let's say next 30 or 60 days, you just need to practice all these things. So once you become master of this, then you go to advanced version like visual basic, because you don't need visual basics these days, because Excel is becoming so powerful these days with Power Query and Power Pivot and all. Power BI is also there, you can use that. But for just normal work, you just need all these things. That's it. Okay, so uh, practice this, and also record a simple macro, share a screenshot in our group what you have created, and then join our community and share your suggestions how we can make it better, and how we can bring more value to you. What exactly you want to learn, just write down in the comment section, and you can share your suggestions in the group, so that we can improve the experience of this community. So thank you so much for guys for being with me in this learning journey. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that you guys have uh, uh, liked and commented in on my videos. And thank you so much for your appreciation. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care and keep learning, keep practicing. This is your friend Divyesh Dave signing off. Bye bye.